I showed my 9-year-old daughter the Lunchable interview with Consumer Reports. We don't eat them often in my house, but she immediately told me that she was done with Lunchables, so we needed safer food. Do you remember what you said about, what did you think about Lunchables?
I liked them a lot, but now I don't want to eat them anymore.
This from my daughter, who, let's just say, isn't the most adventurous eater.
I like it. It's dry.
But the idea of eating lead for lunch didn't sit well with any of these kids.
If you eat lead, it's poisonous.
Of the baby carrots.
So I recruited Atlantic Beach certified nutritionist Katie Hamill to go shopping, because a lot of the foods marketed to children and families aren't the healthiest choices.
I work with a lot of families and kids around kind of getting kids involved, getting kids to become adventurous eaters.
Hamill has 5 guidelines. Instead of grabbing that Lunchable container, buy your own.
It's finding a good lunchbox, finding an easy one, finding one that's kind of fun. I love these ones from Yum Box, because the second tip is following a formula.
A bento-style BPA-free lunchbox can last all year. These spell out that formula: fruits, veggies, dairy, grains, proteins.
Tonight, you can sit down and you go, what are the list of proteins you'd be totally okay to see in your lunch? What are the fruits and vegetables you like or that you're open to trying?
Hamill says don't overthink it. Healthier options are typically pretty basic.
I'm like, what am I giving for grains?
So what would this be? Is any sort of starchy carb.
Okay.
So crackers or popcorn is a great whole grain.
Her third and fourth pieces of advice are something that we can all learn from. Prepare in advance and pack lunch the night before.
It's going to be easier for you if you've got protein prepped. If you did kind of shredded chicken or something like that, you could put some of that in the protein in the lunch the next day.
We came to Winn-Dixie to find some grab-and-go items that Hamill does recommend. Single-serve guacamole.
Kids love to dip things. Right. So really good healthy fats for their brains and fun.
Whole fruit.
Fruit's going to have the fiber in it. It also takes longer to digest.
Part of the problem with Lunchables is that everything inside is processed.
Any sort of processed food can contain artificial contaminants. That's what lead is.
So even when you pick deli meat, look for nitrate-free. Check the sodium levels. Take control of what's inside your kid's lunch. Dark chocolate chip. We purchased some foods that Hamill said are better choices. Greek yogurt, Winn-Dixie brand Know and Love granola, rice cakes, dried apples, frozen strawberries, Annie's organic bunnies, fruit snacks that really are a full serving of fruit, and whole grain crackers. Then we took them back to our kid taste testers.
Wait. Ooh. It tastes like it's good. It's like crispy apple. No. It's like a It's not for me. I don't like it.
That's an easy tell. I just thought I would eat it, but like that's not the best.
They did not hesitate to express their true feelings about our choices. We heard the good,
I think it's good.
the bad,
It's like a
and the delicious.
I like it. 10.
But it got them thinking, tasting, and choosing healthier options, which is Hamill's 5th piece of advice. Get the kids involved.
Do you think, that any of those things could be put into one of these
Definitely.
and be made into a good Lunchable?
Gummies, the Annie's, and some of these.
And the chocolate peanut butter thingies.
These are
That's not healthy
okay. Listen, so could we get a fruit in there?
And
oh yes, we can get the apple.
A normal apple, not
and a
this.
normal apple.
And while we still have some work to do in our household, it's a healthy start. Now, one thing all the kids gave a 10 out of 10, a homemade parfait. It's Greek yogurt, a little bit of honey so you control that sugar level, and the Know and Love granola from Winn-Dixie. That was a huge hit. It covered protein, dairy, and even whole grain. Now, one last thing that Hamill said is eating a Lunchable every now and then is not the end of the world. But when you eat these every day, that's when it can become problematic.